product, yeah. Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. Na SON.
Producers of concrete blocks in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, sensitized on the importance of standards as Avion Offshore Limited bags Standards Organization of Nigeria Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program Certificate. It's always a delight to bring the program to you, courtesy of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. My name is Ifenyua Okonkwo, and thanks for joining us on Standardsandyou.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products. We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standardsandyou, your guide to product quality and safety.
Welcome to another interesting time on Standardsandyou, your guide to product quality and safety. Block molders in Aton, Ota, Ogun State have been told to adhere strictly to standards and avoid compromising on quality. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, gave this advice at a sensitization on the imperatives of standards. Every time a building collapses like this, eyewitnesses and onlookers at the scene of the accident are often quick to attribute the cause of the unfortunate incident to the use of substandard building materials. Investigations by the Standards Organization of Nigeria reveal that some of the incidents are as a result of the use of substandard iron rods, wrong mix of sand and cement for block making, and in few instances, structural defect caused by the use of a non-professional in the construction of the affected buildings. Block is a major component of a building, and those producing these all-important building materials must take the issue of quality seriously by ensuring strict adherence to best practices in line with acceptable standards. This stakeholder sensitization at the instance of the Standards Organization of Nigeria was to educate block molders in Ogun State on the quality requirement for concrete block and its effect in the construction industry.
They don't have standards, they don't have a MANCAP application form. The fact that they cannot even interpret the standard, it was the thing that brought us here, so that we can sensitize them. They understand the standard. After they have understand the standard, we can start the enforcement activities proper.
The event, which brought together block makers, cement producers, manufacturers of reinforcement bars, artisans and building engineers, is one in the series of public enlightenment programs by the SON. In his message to the gathering, Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, represented by the Regional Coordinator, Southwest Zone of the agency, Yeside Akinlabi, identified block makers as very important part of the value chain in construction who must embrace quality.
Block industry has been a major concern to Standard Organization. You'll agree with me that we've been having a lot of incidents, building collapse, and it cuts across so many things, from the raw material, through the mix ratio, through the unskilled workforce. The office coming here today is to ensure that we actually create awareness to the block molders in Yewa. The Ogun State Office 1 has been doing it in all the different divisions, getting the block molders together to ensure they go along with the requirements of the standard.
As an association, the DG charged the entrepreneurs to take up the challenge of self-regulating the industry and avoid making profit at the expense of innocent lives.
Tell them what it is expected to be, what the strength should be, the number of blocks you should bring out from the bag of cement. and for them to actually imbibe quality in all they do, because basically that is what standardization is all about.
Paper presentation at the forum centered on how to achieve quality through the application of relevant standards provided by the SON.
And the mix ratio for load bearing is supposed to be 1:6, but every block molders everywhere, all part of the country, we always seem to, if they have to follow that specification, they won't sell, because to go at a higher cost, and which is true. So, but now what we have tried to now review in the standard now is that, okay, if you say you want to 6, you can't sell with that 1:6. Okay, prepare your block, but it must meet with our compressive strength, which the compressive strength for non-load for load bearing is 3.5 megapascal. So, you know, some might decide to use additive, which is allowed in construction, so far it can help them to attain the strength that is required. Then for non-load bearing is 1.5 megapascal. So if they can achieve that, then we are not at problem with them. But the only situation that if they don't meet with that compressive strength requirement, that's where problem will come. And then the best thing is just to make sure such factory is closed down and all the block being produced are broken or are destroyed, for them not to sell it out into the market.
Some participants who spoke to Standardsandyou thanked the SON for organizing the forum, which they described as an eye-opener.
The SON are trying. They are trying. I must recommend them very well. You see, our people, they are very difficult. You know, human being is very, very difficult to deal with. If SON don't come out for the enforcement, I believe our people will not gear up. Yes, they perform wonderfully. But when they started this thing, they came to my own site. When they saw my site, they saw my fault, which I don't even believe that that type of thing can make somebody fail. Yes, they saw a particle inside the sand. That is the only thing they fought me for, and I immediately I changed my system since that time.
What I learned inside today about the mixtures of our block, I still learn a lot, because there's a way we are doing it which is quite different the way they are telling us now. And the stacking of our block, like my own at my site, I'm stacking up to 8 coaches, which they tell us that it is averting the down one, which I learned that one also. And they still told us the effect of the block on the building, that if we produce a bad block, it have effect to make a building collapse. From that, we learned that we need to increase our quality to meet up with the standard.
The promise to adhere to standards.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
Our country right now is threatened by substandard goods, resulting into industries not surviving in this country. We cannot continue to have individuals physically destroying our economy. That's economic sabotage, and we are not going to tolerate that.
Join us on Standardsandyou, your guide to product quality and safety.
For developing and maintaining consistency in its production processes in line with the SON's Nigerian industrial standards, Avion Offshore Limited in Rivers State has been awarded the prestigious SON's Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program MANCAP certificate. Director of Management Systems Certification of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Engineer Felix Inyado, presented the certificate to the company's managing director on behalf of the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim.
Your sustained efforts will help the country to achieve real economic growth and create new jobs. The process approach deployed by your company in producing your product aligns with ISO 17020 on inspection, ISO 17065 on product certification, and the ASME's requirements applicable for the design and construction of pressure vessels. Your adoption of quality management system framework reflects your vision to deliver quality products to your customer at all times, and I am confident that this focus on production of quality products will also strengthen your relationship with your customers and stakeholders.
Salim urged operators in the sector to take advantage of SON's calibration services, inspection capabilities, laboratory services, and product certification schemes. The SON boss congratulated Managing Director and management of the company for being the first indigenous manufacturer of pressure vessel in the oil and gas industry to be awarded MANCAP certificate. According to the DG, this is a milestone in the company's quest for excellence, which is worthy of emulation.
So the journey was not an easy one because this is virtually the first pressure vessels that are used for offshore facilities that have been certified by Standards Organization of Nigeria.
The elated Managing Director, Avion Offshore Limited, who was represented at the event, thanked the DG and entire staff of the SON for the technical support and expressed his commitment to excellence.
Why I'm so happy is that Avion Offshore is the first Nigerian company in this industry to achieve this. Once again, on behalf of my management, the board, I want to say a big thank you to Son for every support that they're giving to us, the things you have exposed us to. Ideas were shared from both sides, and it was beneficial to each and every one of us. I tell you, you hear more from us. And it's going to be good news from us. Once again, I want to say a big thank you. My big thanks to the Director General for making this day a reality for us. We are most grateful. Thank you so much and God bless you.
He said the MANCAP certificate puts the company at a competitive edge in the industry.
Now look behind me. All this one now wire. Where we seize from them. You know, see as them plenty there. Iron 9 they put inside. Maybe some people have saying their money for time and now they take build house. You can't use this kind of wire. I can't burn and down. What do you get again? So when we now see people with this kind of email that they tell us to, we will go catch them.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
The program you're still watching is Standardsandyou, your guide to product quality and safety. Moving on. It is an important product needed in every home, offices, markets, among other places, especially in an event of fire accident. It is the fire extinguisher. Do you have one in your house or office? Do you think you have a need to place one around your home? How many of you are even aware that fire extinguisher is a must-have in our homes, offices, and markets? Standardsandyou takes a look at this all-important life-saving fire equipment. Please take a listen.
It's an established fact today that there is hardly a home where you won't find mobile phones. This is because it's an important tool for communication, a must-have that many cannot do without. Electronics such as television, music sets, fan or air conditioner are also some equipment that you will find in every home. All these are valuables dear to mankind and have become necessary properties virtually everyone cherish and take time to maintain. Many go as far as insuring these items in the event of fire or any accident to secure replacement when these goods are damaged. Investigations revealed that fire is one sure way through which these valuables can be destroyed. Whether domestic or industrial fire, it starts small, and when not controlled and put out, it escalates to become an inferno that destroys valuables worth millions of naira and sometimes lives. Because of the imperfection of man, fire outbreaks have become inevitable, thereby making the fire extinguisher a must-have in our homes, offices, places of worship, among others.
I have in my workplace, I have in my house.
Well, at the workplace, yes, but in the house, no. Since we have it inside the car, to be frank, I've never used it before.
I will call on the firefighters. Yeah, we have in the workplace, but I don't have at home.
We don't have. Our landlord did not install one. And I don't know why. Maybe nobody has wanted him to install one. Or maybe because generally Nigerians are not conscious about that aspect of, personal security. You understand?
I only have in my car, but I don't have in my house. It's because that it's a public house. It's not my private house.
The level of ignorance and disregard expressed by these respondents is the reason for low acceptance of the device as an important tool to fight fire. Surprisingly, whenever there is a fire at home or even in a car, the first thing that comes to the mind of those affected is to reach out for an extinguisher even before putting a call to the professional firefighters.
In my presence, something was fuming from somebody's car. So he was running everywhere to, seek for a person that will, give him that fire extinguisher because he had none. Nobody. Before you know it, the whole vehicle, burned.
It happens to my neighbor, my next neighbor own. So, and they are not around. I'm the one who quenched the fire with omo and water. So once I pour them, the whole thing just went off.
This handheld cylindrical pressure vessel is an important tool to extinguish or control small fire in an emergency before it escalates. Like your mobile phones or personal electronics you have at home, the fire extinguisher is a must-have.
I cannot say that it's not okay. It's okay for us to do the needful. In case any emergency, we use it to quench fire. But this time around, Nigerians are confused. Many of them, the hunger, poverty, they don't think the other way around again.
What is the essence of eating and destroying that life? You are properly enlightened and you know exactly how destructive fire can be. You prefer to prevent fire than even eat. It is very necessary. In fact, I was thinking of discussing with a colleague at road safety. Maybe he can take me through how to use it. It's very important.
It's supposed to be something that you have at home, but we just need to take note of that.
I see fire extinguisher as a first aid. What you can quickly handle when fire arrives.
The fire extinguisher is of different types and comes in various sizes.
We have portable sizes ranging from 1 kg for cars. We have like 2 kg for utility vehicles and buses. We have like 3 kg, 5 kg, 6 kg portable fire extinguishers in the various categories.
The chemical content is different depending on the kind of fire.
There are different classes of fire. The classes of fire, we have the class A. The class A is the organic solids. These organic solids are paper, textiles like clothing, you have wood, coal. These are organic solids. That is the class A fire. The class B fire is the flammable liquids. These flammable liquids are like the petrol, the solvents, the oils. These are flammable liquids, class B. The class C fire are the flammable gases. You have the gases like the butane, propane, acetylene. And then we have the class D. The class D fire are the metals. You have the aluminium, you have the magnesium. These are class D, metals. Class E would have been for the electrical, but it's not named. It is named as electrical fire, not as class E. Then we have the class F and the class K, which is called the high temperature fats. These burn at very high temperature.
Placement of the device is of importance to the consumer and must be appropriately placed at a visible, accessible point and kept away from the fire source. It must be placed on the wall and not on the ground.
There must be a routine check every 6 months to find out if there is annual leakage, to find out if it has been tampered, to make sure that it is in good working condition. You can get fire extinguisher ranging from between 3,000 and 10,000, and there are some from 8,000 to 20,000, depends on what you want. But I can assure you that there are fire extinguisher meant and affordable to suit your need.
Despite consumers' apathy for the product, there are some dealers who smuggle used fire extinguisher into the country. These dealers, by their action, expose consumers to greater danger, considering the fact that these fire extinguishers contain dangerous chemicals and substances.
SON has put in measures, excellent effective measures in place to ensure that imported fire extinguishers conform to requirements. SON has put in the scheme we call SONCAP, Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, SONCAP. So for any importer to bring in any fire extinguisher, the country of origin, he will source the IAF. IAF means International Accredited Firms. We have some international accredited firms that are in every country. So wherever country you are importing from, you meet them, they will sample and test your product. After test, the result of the test, if it passes, before they will issue the SONCAP certificate. And when that SONCAP certificate is issued, it is transmitted down to Nigeria. So the custom, SON, and all stakeholders have access to that certificate. So with that, you were able to eliminate faking, because that document, that certificate is transmitted, all have access. Then when you now bring in the consignment of the fire extinguisher, you pay the custom duty, and then it's cleared. So with this that SON has put in place, we're able to mitigate faking of imported fire extinguisher, because without that SONCAP certificate, you cannot bring in any fire extinguisher into the country. If they are able to cut corners and find it smuggled into the country, we have a very good, beautiful department. They are all over monitoring and enforcing. So if they move around monitoring and they are able to detect any fire extinguisher that is not adequately labeled, or the composition was tested, because we also carry our tests here in SON. We test and it doesn't conform, it is confiscated. As it is confiscated, we confirm again, we do another secondary test to confirm again that it is truly fake or substandard. It is destroyed.
This development has remained a source of worry to genuine and registered dealers on the product, as well as relevant government agencies like the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
We have the National Orientation Agency, we have the media houses. You understand me? They can do simple jingles to enlighten the public. It's not only paid adverts that are supposed to be run on television. You understand me? You need to do some jingles, some enlightenment, activities that will tell people what to do in case this happen and things of that nature. It's not only fire extinguisher. There are a lot of people that have fire extinguisher in their houses. They are expired. You understand what I'm saying? Because all they know is that put a fire extinguisher in your house. They don't even know how to use it. They don't know how it works. They don't know how to use it. But they say you must have it. Then they have it in their houses. FRSC will say you must have it in your car. They'll have it.
Any extinguisher that you're buying, don't buy a second-hand extinguisher. It's not advisable, because you might think it's going to do something and it's doing another thing. It will cause you more harm. So it's advisable you buy brand new extinguisher, buy it from a store, because right now we don't have the 100% perfect extinguisher which comes from England. So every other people, neighboring countries have started doing extinguisher. Even Nigeria, we do our own extinguisher. It is not assured that it can fight every fire. But if you need to get an extinguisher, you want to know the originality, go to a shop that you can go back tomorrow, if it does not work for you, until proper measures are being taken about the extinguisher.
The fire extinguisher is easy to use, and people must be acquainted with fire drill from time to time.
I beg, when there is fire, don't panic. Make sure you get the extinguisher in your house or in your office or in the factory where you dey. When you see any fire, you rush go there. Gently remove them from the hanger, because it must always be at the hanger. Remove them. As you remove them, bring them, calm down, that place where fire they burn. What you do is to simply, gently remove the safety pin. This is what they call safety pin. I don't remove them. Then this is this discharge hose. Then take at that place where fire they burn. Then you squeeze. If you continue, you squeeze.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria says it's committed to working with stakeholders to stand the tide of substandard fire extinguishers in the country.
Now you know why you should have a fire extinguisher in your home. Please do not just get one, but ensure it's of high quality and properly maintained. Safety is the state of being safe. That is the condition of being protected from harm or other non-desirable outcome. Product safety is one of the things many of us take for granted until it's too late. Have you ever thought about the havoc that a substandard cement can cause? It could result in building collapse, leading to loss of lives and property. What about the fairly used tire on your car, which has been reported as one of the major causes of road accidents? Did you know that substandard electric cable could lead to a fire outbreak? Even consumables such as food, drinks, and cosmetic products must be of good quality, else it becomes a threat to your health. Quality and safety go hand in hand. This is why most substandard goods are dangerous and unsafe for use. As an agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products, Standards Organization of Nigeria will stop at nothing in sensitizing our markets and ensuring consumers get value for their money. However, we must realize that we all have a role to play to protect our lives and those of our loved ones from fake products. You can become a safety vanguard by insisting on quality and reporting any case of fake and substandard products to any of the SON offices near you. That's the size of our package this week. Till we come your way again next week, same time, same station. It's goodbye for now.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.